Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Um, I am really looking forward to today's video. As I mentioned earlier this week, or I guess last week, I don't know, when do you draw your lines in your weeks? I'm not sure. Sunday? I don't know. Anyways, in Sunday's sugar detox video, I mentioned that I had just seen Made for More again, and that I would be talking about my kind of takeaways from it in a video this week. And I kind of needed some time to process all my notes and figure out exactly what I wanted to talk about. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, that sucks because it was so good. Like I said, I went to see it twice. I took 4 pages of notes, like 4. Who takes notes in a movie to start? And I took 4 pages. And yeah, and I was literally ugly crying, like not even just like a little, tear. Like I was like full on tears streaming down my neck in the movies. Like it was insane, but it was so good. I got so much from it, clearly, because this is the second video I've made on it. And I just wanted to do some clarification and some more in-depth kind of information about the stuff that I shared last week. So I have notes, obviously, notes of my notes. But basically, before I get into that, I just want to share a couple of things. So the first thing is that even if you feel like you maybe haven't accomplished anything huge in your life, I can guarantee you that you have. If you don't give yourself credit for the things that you have done, you're not going to have the ability to overcome the hard things. But if you take a look at your life, like, have you ever had a baby? You're a warrior. Like, that's crazy because it's not easy to be pregnant. It's not easy to give birth, no matter how your baby comes into the world, whether even if it's adoption, like any of those things are not easy. And like you've done something hard. If you've ran a marathon or even a half marathon, you know the brain power that it takes to be able to actually get through those kilometers. If you've graduated university, you know how hard it is to study, stay up late, get those papers in, all of those exams, practicums, you know what it takes to get through to your graduation day. So take a look at your life and give yourself some credit for the things that you have done and the things that you have overcame. That is just a couple of examples. There are millions of things that you can be giving yourself credit for, but I just wanted to use a few of those examples because those are a couple of my examples for myself that I use, when I don't want to do something and something gets hard. I remind myself of those things. Thank you to Rachel for giving me that information to really be able to use to my advantage. So anyways, on to the next thing. I have another thing I'll talk about at the end, but so I wanted to give clarification to the lifestyle change aspect of the video that I did last week. I talked about how to achieve your goals, and if you are wanting to achieve your goals, then you really want to be focusing on a lifestyle change, because if you're persevering through hard things and you're trying to accomplish a goal, if you're letting all of these other areas of your life kind of slide, it might make it a little more difficult. And if you're running after and you're really chasing after your goal, you're gonna have a lifestyle change. So I just want to give clarification. I want to go more in depth with that. And yeah, there's a few more things. So I just wanted to talk to you about it because I thought it was really valuable. So the first thing, like I said in the last week's video, is take care of your physical body. I may have mixed up physical and personal environment in the last video, but anyway, so take care of your physical environment. So she loves using the example of drinking lots of water. That's something I am horrible at, and I really try and make an extra effort to do that, but I'm not good at it. Personal growth, so taking care of your mind, health and wellness, and self-care, making sure that you're taking the time for yourself to do the things that you want to be doing and to be able to be refreshed and ready to do the things that you need to do for everybody else in your life. Your personal environment, so clutter, getting, everything in your life organized so that you have more time to devote to the things that you actually want to be doing, and the things that are going to help you to achieve those goals. Another one is community. So you are a combination of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you are the smartest person in your circle of people, or you're the most ambitious person in your circle, get a new circle. Like, you don't have to get rid of all your friends, I think, but like, make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who have the same drive and the same ambitions. Maybe they don't have the exact same goals that you do, but they have the same drive to want to accomplish things and, push you to be better versions of yourself. Your habits are the things that you do without even thinking about it. So we all have triggers that trigger certain habits. So the whole point is to change the habit that goes along with those triggers. So for example, maybe if you're trying to quit smoking or something, if you get stressed out, the first thing you think of is, oh, I need to smoke. Like, change that habit to something else that's healthy. Maybe go for a walk, or I don't know, I've never quit smoking, but have something healthy for you. I'm not sure, but you know what I mean? You get the point, right? Like, change the habit that goes along with that trigger. The next is your morning routine. I've talked about morning routines a lot. It's really hard to have yourself run the day when you wake up in reaction mode all day long and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Like, the kids woke up first and now they're doing this and that and this and that. If you like, I got to tell you, I woke up this morning and I was the first one up in my house. I did not want to be up because it was early. It was 6 a.m., but that's early for a Saturday, and I worked pretty late last night. And I went for a run. I did 10K this morning. And even though I came home and it was a little bit chaotic in my house, I still was able to just kind of, deal with what was going on. And like, I didn't let it ruin my day. I felt like I was in control of the situation, and we just carried on, and we've had a great day since then. So I just feel like it's hard to get up. It's hard to make that a habit. It's hard to sneak out of bed, especially if your kids have crawled in and you don't want to wake them up. That is my biggest challenge. But it's so worth it if you can actually make it out of bed and spend some time doing stuff that you want to be doing. It just makes such a difference in your day. And it gives you that extra time. Saying I don't have time, but you do have the time. You just have to wake up a little bit earlier to make the time. If it's something that you really want to do, then you will get up and you will make that time, right? And this one I found really interesting. So obviously everybody knows a positive attitude, but this was kind of a different take on it. And basically, you don't get angry, you don't get anxiety, you don't get, which I'm nervous to say that one out loud because I know that could be a touchy subject. But basically the whole gist is it's not something that you get or that you have, it's something that you do. It's an action that you do. You are doing anger, you are doing anxiety, you are doing joy, you are doing, my battery on my phone, sorry guys. You're doing happiness, you're doing gratitude. Those are things that you do. Like we say, do you practice gratitude? It's like, oh yeah, I'm thankful for this. But no, do you actually take the time to practice gratitude? Do you have a gratitude journal and those types of things? So that's the best example I can think of because that's the only one I can think of as something that you are as opposed to something that you do. And so basically what the whole concept here is that you can choose to do something different with your attitude. You can choose to feel a different way. And this is another one, is that if you make a playlist that is going to change your mood on a dime, And the funny thing is that she mentioned you're not going to want to do it, because if you're in a bad mood and someone's pissed you off, the last thing you're going to want to do is probably turn on music that's going to make you happy, right? Like, you probably want to be mad because you're mad, right? And yeah, so anyways, I liked that. And so those are the things for the lifestyle changes. And I just wanted to kind of give clarification to them, because I touched on it a little bit in the last video, but there was really a lot more in the movie, and I knew that. And the information that I got was from the podcast. So I wanted to take the notes and make sure that I had all of the information to give you guys, because I really liked it. And yes, one more thing is her husband mentioned, so he recently changed his job. He left his successful position at Disney. I think he was quite high up in the company, and he was quite good with his job. But he said, if you are not growing, you will not be fulfilled. In the absence of failure, fulfillment is gone. He gave a keynote speech at one of their conferences, and he was talking about how, if you're not pushing yourself and giving yourselves opportunities to fail, you're not going to be fulfilled. And I love that. Like, I love, you guys know, obviously, I love personal growth, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that content. I just want to mention, so previously I had my videos going up on IGTV, and I haven't done that in the past few weeks because they have a 10-minute time limit, and I'm a blabbermouth. Like this, I can see on Facebook, this video is already pushing 12 minutes, and I don't like to have to cut it out. I'm not good at editing yet. I will get there, but I don't want to have to cut things out. So what I am doing is, I wasn't even going to talk about this today, but I will. What I'm doing is I am creating a YouTube channel. So right now I'm taking all of my current videos that I have made thus far and adding them to my channel. And once I get it all caught up, I will share the channel with you guys. And I don't know, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do things live on here and on there, or how it's going to work. But anyways, I'm super excited about that. Because I thought it would be a good way to consolidate all of my videos, because, maybe if you did find one of them valuable and you wanted to go back and just kind of get clarification on something, maybe you wanted to think, oh, what are these lifestyle changes that I should be making to help achieve my goals? Oh, well, then you can just click on the video and you can watch the one that you want to watch. You don't have to scroll through my Facebook feed to try and find them. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I will check in with you tomorrow about my sugar detox this week. It's been interesting, let me tell you. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day.